welcome back to my channel. This is a very exciting video because not only is it my first video of 2026, it's also the first video where I'm like directly talking to you guys, which if you look at some of my other stuff, I have done like speaking videos before, but like it's not me, it's just my voiceover. So this is very exciting, very new for me as well, but I'm excited to do it. So because it's a new year, I always like to kind of go back and reflect on things from the year before, and one of those things is how creative I've been. I have been described by other people and by myself as a creative person. I like to do a lot of creative things. I like to crochet, I like to write, I can't think of anything else right now, but I like a lot of creative things. And so I wanted to show you guys everything that I crocheted back in 2025. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I crocheted in 2025, I don't actually have it with me because it was a gift that I made for somebody. Basically, online there are these jelly cats, which is a plushie brand, and a friend of mine had a birthday coming up, and I thought, oh, it'd be really cute if I, made her one of those. And so what I did was I made a jelly cat heart. I'll put the photo in. And I made it pink. I used fluffy yarn from Hiiiii, and I used a pattern by Maham, whose patterns I love. I've used a lot of them over the years that I've been crocheting, and I'm actually pretty happy with how the heart came out. I don't have a photo of the final product, but I did end up giving it like little legs so it had the jelly cat sort of vibe. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out because it was my first plushie of the year, my first plushie in a while actually, and plushies are not my strong suit, but my friend liked it and that was all good. So the second thing that I crocheted this year was something that I actually was going to make a lot of but ended up not doing, and that was this flower keychain. I'm obsessed with this actually. I have it on my bag that I take to uni with me every single day, so it's always with me. I was going to make a lot of these in a lot of different colors and I just never got around to it. But the pattern is really simple. It's on YouTube and it's written by Chubbies by Ash. I'll link all of these patterns and inspos in the description as well so you guys can all find them. I really like this flower. I just think it's so cute. It's very simple to make. You can use 3 colors or you can use 2 colors. And yeah, it makes you happy to look at it. Look at it, it's so cute. You can dangle. It's nice. So the next thing that I crocheted last year was this. And this is something that I keep with me a lot, especially now. This year, one of my goals is to read more. So I've been getting into like reading more books, taking books with me everywhere. Basically, this is a bookcase. Should have mentioned that. And it's actually inspired by one of my favorite Disney movies, Beauty and the Beast, because, well, obviously Belle loves reading, it's one of her characteristics. So, which better way to honor that than by making a bookcase? So it's 2 plain granny squares on the back, and then these rose granny squares. These ones I used a pattern by Maham, once again. These ones I used a pattern by Chompy Handicrafts. I'll link it in the description, I hope I said that right. And then all of this like darker yellow stuff, I freehanded that around it by myself. And then I sewed a little button on so that it can close, and you can just open and close it as you please. This is the book I'm currently reading. I'm going through the Shatter Me series. It's pretty good so far. And I take this with me when I go out because my bag is always full of stuff and I don't want like my book pages to get damaged. So this is just a handy thing for me to take. I'm really happy with how it turned out as well. Like it's one of the first things that I've freehanded ever. So in the sense of like no grid, no pattern. Obviously there was a pattern for the squares, but so the next thing that I crocheted was, again, I don't actually have these with me because they were gifts, but basically I made these Marvel tapestries for all of my friends. So I believe I had 2 Batmans, 1 Superman, 1 Deadpool, and 1 Spider-Man. And my friends all use them for different things. I know like someone uses theirs as a coaster, someone just has theirs like hanging, and I mean, they all really like them. I'm pretty happy with how they all turned out, to be honest. And I just used grids from Pinterest and then followed that in, I think, single crochets. And it all ended up pretty well, so that was good. On the topic of tapestries, I finally finished one of my very first crochet projects, like ever, like when I started crocheting, which was this Lana Del Rey tapestry. I'm very happy with how this turned out, actually. The letters, I mean, for the first tapestry that I ever started, I think this went pretty well. Could definitely have been worse. So what I did with this one is I just added the border around it last year. Oh Lord, this is so confusing. Last year, and then now, usually this one and my other tapestry, they just hang back there by, like, under all my posters. I just feel like it's nice to hang up your own work and be able to admire it. I know it definitely like makes me happy to see it every morning. Because it just reminds me of, like, you know, what I'm capable of, and I don't want to say how talented I am because I don't want to toot my own horn, but I mean, like, come on, like, it's nice to know that you made something and it looks good, like it came out well. And then this is the other tapestry that I did this year. Inspired by the song Good Luck Babe by Chapel Rowan. I love that song so much. It's just so good, and Chapel Rowan, her music is amazing. So this one then just hangs next to the Lana tapestry. Again, just use grids for these from Pinterest. I'll link them in the description. Yeah, really happy with these ones, actually. Really, sorry, oh my god, admiring my own work, crazy. Okay, the next thing that I crocheted, and this one I was very proud of, actually. This is Lola. She's my bunny. She is just the cutest little thing. Just look at her. She's got little, it's kind of hard to see. She's brown and she has little specks of gold everywhere because the yarn was really cool. I have been wanting to make this for the longest time ever, and I just never really got around to it until about like near the end of last year. And she's so cute. Like, I'm gonna make her little outfits and everything. I love her to bits. She's the cutest thing ever. The pattern for her was once again written by Maham. Mom, if you can't tell, I'm like your #1 fan. I think she ended up like being like really well made. She's her head's a little sideways, but it adds to the personality and the charm. And I mean, I love her either way. So now another thing that I did last year, and this was kind of a first for me in the sense that, like, it's not a weird project per se, but it was the first time that I've crocheted around something, and that was this phone charger. So I always have like a million cables in my bag, and sometimes it's just hard to differentiate. So I took my USB-C charger and I turned it into this. Let me just, it's got little flowers on it, and I did zoom in, and it works, it still works, like it's very efficient. I use it pretty much every day to charge something. I always take it with me as well. The pattern for this was by Be Curious on YouTube. Very clearly explained, very well done. Yeah, it's just a useful thing to have, and even if, like, I feel like it's a very easy project as well. Like, I definitely made this like very quickly, I think in maybe an hour or two. So if it's like, you know, you're having a bit of a like crochet slump, or like you just don't know what to make, I would highly recommend doing this, because at the end of the day, even if you don't like it, like, you still just got a pretty phone charger. Getting to the end here, I made this keychain. I made 2 keychains actually, inspired by Wicked, so Alpha by Glinda. I made matching ones for me and my best friend. So she's in Canada and she has the pink one, and I'm here and I have this green one. I have this on my everyday bag. I like having it with me. It reminds me of my best friend. I love her to pieces. And I don't know, it's a nice way, I think, for us to be connected, even though we're really, really far apart right now. I miss her so much. But, you know, it's a nice thing. And I like that I like that even though we're very far away from each other, we don't see each other every day, we still have this little way to like connect us. We are at the end of everything, but there was one more project last year that I loved making. This was my favorite project of the year and also my last project of the year. I'm super proud of how it turned out. And it is this Gwen Stacy beanie. I am obsessed with this. I love all things Marvel. I have never made a beanie before, and I'm really glad that this was my first one because the fit is really good, it looks really good, and it's really warm. Like, I went ice skating the other day and I wore this for my ears. My ears, not cold at all. The pattern for this was by Chonke Crochet, I hope I said that right. It's on YouTube, very simple pattern. You can actually obviously make 3 variations of this. There's the Miles Morales version, there's the Peter Parker version, and there's the Gwen version, obviously. I went for Gwen because girl power. I have a claw clip in my hair, so I can't put this on properly. But like, look, it's very nice and it's very comfy, and you can make it based on like different sizes as well, just depending on how big your head is. I think it's a really easy project that everyone can do. I would obviously recommend having like basic knowledge of all the stitches, but overall this was my favorite project of the year just because it's Marvel. I love Marvel and I've used it quite a bit now, so it has functionality. Guys, that's the end of the video, my first video ever. I don't know if I talked too fast or anything. I was kind of nervous the whole time, but it's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you guys thought of everything, what your favorite crochet piece of the year was. I will be linking every pattern and every like inspo pic in my description, so feel free to check that out. Check me out on Instagram. I post all my crochet stuff there as well. And I mean, if you feel so inclined to do so, feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. Bye!